Gas up the Jeep, it's good to be free. Load up the pans and fishing poles. The highway is long, the wheels turning round. Pack up the cook stove and the bowls. Arlo and I, we hit the open road. Arlo and I are on the road.
So Arlo and I are out and about. We're walking in this wash here. Beautiful sycamore trees. With their leaves falling. And our plan is to roast some chestnuts, not on an open fire, but in a cast iron pan. So we're going to find a good spot and get those going. So here we are in this beautiful spot on this beautiful December day. It's almost Christmas time, so that means people are going to start roasting chestnuts, and I thought that's what I was going to do today. I'm going to roast some chestnuts in this pretty spot, and we'll see how they go. Alright, so this is going to be an easy one. All we have is our cast iron pan and our chestnuts. Now the chestnuts, I put a little slit in them last night, and I put them in water so that they could soak a little bit, and that's going to make them easier to cook and easier to peel today. So let's get our pan started. So we're just waiting for our pan to get hot here, but we're sitting under this beautiful golden sycamore tree, and look at all these leaves. We're just sitting in a little canyon here in these sycamores, and it's super pretty. So let's put the chestnuts in the pan. Looks hot. So I actually put a little bit of that water in there so they can steam a little bit while they're cooking before they start roasting. You can see they're starting to open up along where I had put those slits in the shells. Yeah, they're starting to roast up nicely here. They're all starting to split open. All right, I think they're ready. There they are. Get them in there. And you can see how they've split open along where I split the shells. All right, let's get into these while they're still warm. Look delicious. Once again, there's one right there. Ooh, they're hot. Let's see. There we go. I'm going to peel the shell as well as that inner membrane, and soaking them in water definitely helps that. There we go. You see that? Ooh, it's hot. I don't know if you can see that, but all right. Here we go. Merry Christmas. And the chestnuts, if you've never had one, they're soft and they're chewy and they're very sweet. They have a nutty flavor, but it doesn't taste like a nut. Definitely tastes like Christmas. Now, I know that back in the day, everybody used to roast chestnuts, and chestnuts were very common here in the United States. But I know that it isn't so much anymore, and that's a shame. Now they're kind of relegated to sort of a novelty thing, or they're used to chop up and put in your stuffing. But they're so much better than that. As a matter of fact, we were at a friend's house last night for a Christmas party, and they made a chestnut and celery root soup, and it was delicious. So that's another way that you can use these in a very delicious way. And they are good. But like I said, it's very important that you take the chestnuts and you split them with like a serrated knife, and then make a little slit in it. I did it crossways so that it would open up like that. And then I soaked them in water, and I had them soaking in water overnight. And then when we got here, I put them in the hot pan with some of the water and let that water steam out. And then that makes it so much easier. I don't know if you can see that. So much easier to peel. And not only does the shell come off, but there's like a inner membrane that needs to come off too. Very delicious. Well, thank you so much for following along. If you like this video, please like, please subscribe. That always helps us a lot. And we'll see you in the next one. And have a Merry Christmas. And roast some chestnuts. They're delicious. All right, and as the sun goes down, to enjoy with my chestnuts, I have this English Trappist ale. It's called Tint Meadow. And it's very lively. It's overflowing here. Oh, that is a delicious beer. It doesn't taste exactly like a typical Trappist ale, being that it's English. It has more of an English ale type flavor, more like a barley wine kind of a flavor to it. But it's very caramely, very like sugar caramely flavor. And that goes really well with the chestnuts. The chestnuts are sweet, but not real sweet, and this adds an extra element of caramelized sweetness to it. So, perfect accompaniment for your roasted chestnuts. Tint Meadow English Trappist Ale. This is really good. Oh. And with a 7.4 ABV, it's warming too. So perfect for the season.
Gas up the Jeep.
I highly recommend
It's
that.
fun to be free. Load up the pans and fishing poles. Arlo and I, we hit the open road. Arlo and I on the road.